Blackrock Bitcoin Spot ETF, it's the best thing that's ever happened to the Bitcoin market, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea, hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets where the sun's shining, where the winds blow. All the humble opinion of this piano Zamboni ringing the FOMO index has dropped to 68 from yesterday's 70. Bitcoin dominance is 51.2%. 24-hour volume is 118 billion. The overall market cap is 1.65 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, she's been a wild 24 hours in the old crypto markets. Hijinks and calamity, conjecture and innuendo. But she's still in a bull market. And we all have our big boy pants on, so alas, it's just another day after everybody Jack Trippered their first sip of coffee yesterday morning. Bitcoin price action found a bottom and a bounce at our channel of eternal monotony support level and has rallied back, sort of millennially, kicking at the dirt, just getting above the 200 moving average to a time of production 42.9, placing us firmly at the 50-yard line of our channel and carving out this cute little bear flag. And the price probability of this pattern is N. Sing it with me now. Oh, you take the pull, you slide it all, the breakout point, and then we're all at 39.6-ish. Shatner, is that the... Are you trying to tell me... Wait a second. Is that the dreaded CME gap? Everyone's been droning on and on about ad nauseum for weeks now. Well, yes it is. It sure is. Now, there are no certainties. There are only probabilities. So we'll stack this bear flag in the probability department and get on with our lives. Now over on the ding dong, you can see we're desperately trying to hold above the 20 moving average, which we've generally stayed above, while in our channel of eternal monotony. And where is that dreaded CME gap on this chart? Well, it's exactly at our channel support, don't you know? So that's a bearish double word score on that level. But maybe, just maybe, we can get some support down at the 50 moving average at 41.1-ish. But honestly, at that point, I'd sooner swipe the dishes off the table, flip it over, so we can fill that gap and again get on with our lives. My heartbreakingly optimistic outlook would be to stop minding the self-fulfilling gap and recover up to retest our channel resistance level way up at 45.2, close a candle and say sayonara to the cult of CME gappers. Quick look at the Wookiee just to check if there is a Tri-Delta Gamma bearish Karab on that 39.6 level. Oh snap, heavens to Murgatroyd. If it isn't the 23.6% fib. So there it is, 3 bearish feathers. Chapeau, down at that level. Doesn't mean it will. Just means it might, because as in life and in the markets, there are no certainties. There are only... Leave it in the comment section, please. please. When you look at that, my friends, the sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day none of us are guaranteed. We're not guaranteed these days, but we're lucky enough to have them anyway. So get out there and knock them dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leads. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee and join me for a quick one. And by all means, sing it with me now. Around the banks of boom to spang, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa. Cha-cha-cha-ching. Another beautiful day here, planet Earth. A day none of us we're not guaranteed these days, yet we're lucky enough to have them anyway. Winnipeg, Manitoba, minus 20 degrees Celsius. It's not pretty out here. I've been watching Johnny December and Captain Swanky Pants going back and forth about Belize. Come down to Belize. It's super nice and the beach. Meanwhile, up in Winnipeg, it's minus 20 degrees Celsius, which means my car may or may not start. I mean, it's relatively new. However, I had a couple times last winter where she didn't start, which is kind of disappointing when you have somewhat of a new car for it to not start. Johnny December says, oh, dang, it's 75 degrees and sunny here this AM. Well, a buddy of mine at the squash club, basically it's the only place I go for any type of social, whatever you might call it. There's three Bitcoiners. One is the pro I play with, but he's more of a salonable. And then this one is like an all-round crypto maniac, but he has some Bitcoin. And we're talking because our sons were playing squash. We were saying how we want to move to El Salvador. And he's like, well, find out if we can buy a boutique hotel down there and maybe we'll move down there. I'm like, okay, that sounds pretty good to me. So I started doing some research, started Twitter DMing and checking out some of these embassy type websites, and I finally got a hold of this one person. Another friend of mine. So there's 4 crypto people. One is not in the squash club. He's just a musician friend of mine. He's a drummer, and he are we having a little pump? No, 43.3. He gave me this kind of a tourism liaison of sorts. Good morning, DJ Morgan. And so I'm going to set up a WhatsApp call, try to get this done because I got to get out of Canada. It's silly. It's silly being here in Canada. Don't get me wrong. Canada pre-2020 was all right. It was okay. It was still filled with a lot of CNN head nodding, whatever the government says I'll do type of people. But that's an older generation. Now it's a whole different thing. And when I leave my bubble, I realize that people in Canada, not this community, don't get me wrong, anyone here on this community, I saw someone from Ottawa. Once you're orange pilled, so to speak, you're also pseudo red pilled and black pilled, if it were, into the harsh reality of the world. So that's why it's kind of a comfort zone in this community to chat about these things. I'm not trying to put down Canada, however I am, and it's where it's come in the past 4 years. Bottom line, I got to get the hell out of here, right? And what better place during this bull run to set up and then in El Salvador? That this is my delusionally bullish outlook on where I could go. Will it happen? I'm going to say yes. How it's going to happen, I'm going to say, I don't know.
But in life, when it comes to making plans, and as an entrepreneur and a harebrained schemer all my life, you have to basically move forward one foot at a time, thinking that these harebrained schemes will come true. Because how else are they going to come true if you don't put one delusionally bullish foot in front of the other to try to make it happen? So, yeah, UFO nut, Max will hook you up. I've tried Sneaky Pete vaporizers. Don't feel bad, Matty B. It's all true. Sneaky Pete's in BC, so he knows all about it. I've tried to reach out to Max, and it's funny because, like, in this community, we kind of feel like everyone's pseudo attainable. Like I've contacted a lot of people within this YouTube sphere, if it were, that you wouldn't normally think a normal Joe behind the maple curtain could get a hold of. So I thought, well, I'll just, get a hold of Max Kaiser. How hard could it be? Well, I can't DM him because he doesn't take anything like that. But I really do feel like that's the kicker that can maybe make this thing go faster. I'm not sure how it would be a kicker and how fast it would get, but, delusionally bullish. We put one foot in front of each other. Will this button on my Stream Deck take me to church? Let's see. Oh, it did. Wow, how lucky are we? The 4-hour chart, the noisy little so-and-so. So here we are. Let's make this a little bigger here. Just because I have a big TV in front of me doesn't mean everyone has a big TV. So let's make it a little easier on all of our eyes. If we're looking at a smaller, say, BC Elf moving to Roatan, Honduras, 2025. Well, give me more information on that. Sounds interesting. I think there's going to be a mass exodus of Bitcoin Canadians getting out of here. Because I don't know about you guys, but remember how I used to say, Coin Square, it's so great. It's not so great. I can't get on anymore. So I had to do my Dusseldorf and get some money onto the exchanges the old-fashioned harebrained scheme way. So it won't accept my E-Trans, which was my ace in the hole for the past, 6 months. It's over. So I've communicated with CoinSquare a bunch of times. They claim it's them, and them claim it's them, and no one wants to take responsibility. So I just got to do what I got to do. You got to do what you got to do in Canada to get things done. Everything's a little bit hard. Even like I still believe that I'm getting shadow banned on our Bill C-16, this censorship bill for our safety and convenience that the simp and cuck rich kid Cuban heir Trudeau put through. Because ever since that went through, albeit we have been in a bear market and we have lost attention and eyeballs to YouTube when it comes to crypto. But as soon as that happened, the views started plummeting, and it seems we can't get him back up, over that 1,000 viewer thing. It's like we're always under 1,000 now. So Sneaky Pete Vaporize, Coinbase has been working for me with Interact e-Transfer lately. Well, there is a caveat, Sneaky Pete. I have a business account linked to Coinbase, and it was working. And so they're trying to tell me that the business account can't do it anymore, which is fair enough. I understand you have to have like name and name, right? So, but what did I do? To prove them wrong, I went out and got myself a personal bank account. Ugh, it's so disgusting being in that bank. It took me about 2 hours to get this goddamn bank account just to prove to him that this wasn't working. So I set up this other bank with personal bank account with Coinbase, same names, transferred, rejected. So that's a bearish feather in my bank chapeau, which is consisting of about 1 million feathers. But where were we? We're in the 4-hour chart. Yes. So this is that cute little bear flag. Is this the pole? Yes, it is. Oh, I got to be down here. This is the pole that you take the pole, you slide it all to the breakout point, and then we're all at, we should put that in, 39.6. Uh-oh. 39.6. One might argue I should have done this before. I don't really think of it, though. You know, it's like I like the live stream to kind of go at the seat of my pants, and then we can look back on days. So that's where the 39.6, that's a CME gap that we've been hearing about ad nauseum. Ad nauseum. It's like a cult. You know, there's a couple cults when it comes to TA. There's the cult of the CME gaps, and there's the cult of the golden crosses and the death crosses. You know, some people swear by them. I think because they're just big ticket probabilities, you know, and their names are so hyperbolic. The death cross, the golden cross. But really, these are all lagging indicators. So, you know, when we have a death cross, it's really indicative of a lot of bearish momentum coming from the past. And we may usually, I kind of look at them as spinning top opportunities, where the spinning top candle means that we've hit kind of market equilibrium. The bulls and the bears have found homeostasis, if that's the right word. So when we see a death cross, it's almost like we're hitting homeostasis, where the bears are tuckered out and the bulls are kind of putting on their running shoes, getting ready for a run, and vice versa. Golden cross means we've had a lot of bullish momentum, and the bulls may be a little bit tuckered out, and the bears may be coming back. So the cult of the golden cross is the cult of the CME gap. But, you know, when things line up like this, like how weird is it to get to 39.6 that is actually the bear flag probability play out? And what's even more weird is that, what is Adam Sand saying? It's funny, we looked at Australia, New Zealand, and Canada a few years ago before COVID, looking at their dystopian reactions. Yeah, well, there was a time where Australia, New Zealand, and Canada were looked at as some of the best places to live. And, you know, one might say Trudeau ruined it, but he's just a puppet. I mean, he's a puppet for the Council for Foreign Relations. So he just does what he's told. He's an actor. He's hired for his acting. And so we like to blame him because humans like to find blame. Why did the market go down? Why did the market go up? Why is this country suck now? Oh, it's because of him. No, he's just an actor. He has no pull, no sway. He just does what he's told. I digress. Reverend Matty, that's right. So this is the 4-hour chart. The bear flag plays out to 39.6. And then when we go to the ding dong, 39.6 is our channel of eternal monotony support. And, you know, this is where this arrow has been pointing for, well, since, what is this, December 23rd, right? I always think it's so long ago, but it's, you know, 2 weeks. 2 weeks in this channel, but this is our support. So we have the support at 39.6. We have the bear flag playing out to 39.6. And one thing I've noticed a lot is that during these live streams, I will say bull flag or bear flag, and I'll interchange them. So hopefully that doesn't confuse people too much. I do it a lot when I'm making the video, and I have to go in and re-edit it because it's more important on the video to have the right bearish or bullish. But also, I wanted to make a correction on Tuesday. I think I said 2021 was when BitBoy and I parted ways. It wasn't. We did 2021. It wasn't until 2022. So it's officially been 2 years since the BitBoy channel. That's a long time. 2 years. I've been on my own way longer than I've ever been on with BitBoy. But it's hard to believe because it was in this first week of January that we made the switch. They did whatever they did, and I changed it to Bitcoin crypto. Morning TA. So that's the double word score on the ding dong is our support line at 39.6. And then when we go to the Wookie, Das Peach, if you were, if it isn't, the 23.6% fib. Isn't that bizarre? You know, that's three bearish corobs. Tri, delta, gamma on 39.6. Now, just like I said in the video that no one put in the comment section, that's okay. You know, do me a favor, come back and put it in the comment section so YouTube doesn't bury this video. At 64 likes, this video is as good as dead as far as the algorithm goes. So before you hit the road, hit the like so YouTube doesn't kill this video. Triple Tri Delta Gamma, triple word score on the bearish Karab. There are no certainties. There are only probabilities. There are 3 probabilities of 39.6. Now, it really doesn't matter. If we could be heading down to 39.6, if that ETF hubbub and the rumor mill starts going, it seems like, isn't it funny though? It may be indicative of where we are in the bull market, because when we had that, just who's Matrix Port? No one's ever heard of him. You know, it might as well be me saying it. Oh, you know, pianomattyb said the ETF isn't going to get approved. You know, and the market dumps, right? I feel like they just picked that headline. Oh, these people said it, so it must be real. But we saw a massive dump. Now, I don't see the same thing happening with any of the rhetoric that came in retaliation to the massive dump. I mean, there's been talks about seeding on Friday with Blackrock. However, them delaying to Friday was more of a bearish move than a bullish upside. So we're still in that part of the bull market where a lot of the bearish FUD plays a higher degree than the bullish FUD. But it's not really bullish FUD, if you know what I mean. So that's where we are in this thing. So if we get down to 39.6, yeah, get on with our lives, right? Hit that CME gap. The cult of the CME gappers will be happy, I suppose. Oh, thank God we filled that gap. You know, who cares about the gap, really? So, bullish on parade. Matrix is owned by one of the founders of Bitcoin Cash who doesn't like Bitcoin. Well, makes sense. I mean, so why did anyone care that much about it? I think we just like to pin the tail on the bearish donkey, so to speak, when it comes to this FUD. Well, why did it happen? This is why it happened. Oh, that's why it happened. Thank God. Like it makes a difference. We had the dump. It went right down to our support level on the ding dong, or that's a 4-hour chart, and up. Who cares? It's over. And that's it. Bitcoin having a bit of a pump right now, 43.4. Yeah, you know what I don't like about this, Terry Crow? I'll show you what I don't like about this. If we draw in this ascending channel, come on, I hit this. Yeah. We draw in this ascending channel, do another one. I mean, okay, so we'll just make this look like a bear flag as well. What I don't like about that is that these ascending channels, they have a tendency to break bearish, right? So we could see this happen. I don't want to see it happen, but I'm just saying we could see it happen. So let's keep an eye on this channel here. We get, what is this? That's 42.9. Yeah, I think 42.9 may be that little weird breakout of this. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. We want to have a good day. What did I say was heartbreakingly bullish? Yeah, just to get back up here, 45.3. We'd be out of the obviously we'd be out of the woods. We'd be at an all-time high for the year. But that being said, that's what we got to do. I got to get Duke to tennis camp. He's all ready. We got him some new shoes. I had to go all over town to get him new shoes. It's weird. They don't really have 8-year-old court shoes. So that's it, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. Maybe we'll get them out tomorrow. It's no auction today as well, so which means there's very low volume in the automobile industry because it's the first week of January. No big deal. Just saying, it is a canary in the coal mine, and from our microeconomy here in the automobile situation in Winnipeg, a population of roughly 1 million people. And we'll try to maybe we'll get Duke on tomorrow and he can do his version of Honesty, which is gangbusters. His pitch is unbelievable. My mom sent me a video of Duke when he was 4 singing Space Oddity. This is Major Tom, the ground control. His pitch on it is crazy. That's when you know someone's got natural pitch. when they're 4 and they understand where they are pitch-wise. However, make sure you hit those likes so we can get over 100. We're at 82, 100, or they'll kill the video. And we don't want these videos to die, We want them. We want to grow the community. We want people to join us. It's one of the strongest, most is very courteous, conscientious, Bitcoin loving community that I think is out there. So we all deserve for this to be bigger than it is. So hit the likes, and we'll see you tomorrow. Dave Digital. Matty, isn't it true that to get the actual statistics on how often an ascending channel breaks up or down is impossible to calculate since the time frames start below 1 second? I don't know. That was a lot. That was a lot of words in there for one thing. I think the statistics, you can cherry pick statistics. How far does it go back? So when you say that, let's say the ascending channel breaks 69%. Okay, well, how far back and how many different time charts did you see? Was it 69% on the daily, 69% on the 4 hour, 69 on the hour, 69% overall? Who knows, right? I certainly don't. but who am I? I'm just a piano playing Bitcoin TA guy up behind the maple curtain, sending everyone a wonderful day. Hopefully it's warmer than it is in Winnipeg. Have a great day, everyone. Take care. See you tomorrow.
Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video.